The day Manny Pacquiao's son stepped into the ring wasn't just another debut. It was the moment when legacy, expectation, and raw talent collided under the brightest spotlight imaginable. Emmanuel Jimwell Pacquiao Jr. grew up in a world most people can only dream about. Private jets, championship belts displayed like trophies in the family home, politicians and celebrities as regular dinner guests. His father wasn't just famous, he was a national hero. An 8-division world champion, a senator, a global icon whose face appeared on everything from billboards to currency. But with that privilege came a pressure that would break most people. The decision to turn professional wasn't made lightly. Manny Pacquiao had been protective of his children, knowing firsthand the brutality of boxing, the toll it takes on body and mind, the way it can destroy you if you're not completely committed. "I never pushed my son into boxing," Manny said in interviews. This had to be his choice, his passion. Boxing is too hard, too unforgiving for someone who doesn't truly love it. But Jimwell did love it. Despite having every opportunity to pursue easier paths, business, entertainment, politics, he felt the pull of the ring. That same magnetic force that had drawn his father from poverty in General Santos City to the pinnacle of athletic achievement. "I'm not trying to be my father," Jimwell explained in pre-fight interviews, his voice steady despite the obvious pressure. "I'm trying to be the best version of myself, but yes, I want to honor his legacy. I want to show that the Pacquiao name means something in this generation too." The days leading up to the fight were electric with anticipation. Philippine media covered every angle, training footage, interviews with Jimwell's coaches, expert analysis of his style, even what he ate for breakfast. This wasn't just a professional debut, this was a cultural moment. In the Pacquiao training camp, the atmosphere was focused, but tense. Jimwell had inherited his father's work ethic, spending countless hours perfecting his craft, drilling combinations, studying film, pushing his body to its limits. He understands the responsibility he carries, but he also has his own style, his own approach. He's not trying to be a carbon copy of Manny. As fight night approached, one question dominated every conversation. Would Manny's presence help or hurt? Would having the legend himself watching from ringside inspire Jimwell to greatness? Or would the pressure prove too much? The arena buzzed with an energy that transcended a typical professional debut. Fans packed every seat, their excitement palpable. This wasn't just about watching a prospect. It was about witnessing history, seeing if lightning could strike twice in one family. In the dressing room, Jimwell went through his pre-fight ritual, hands wrapped, gloves laced, final instructions from his corner. But the real moment came when Manny Pacquiao entered the room. Father and son locked eyes. No words were needed. A lifetime of understanding passed between them. The sacrifices, the dedication, the love of the sport, the weight of expectations, and the pure warrior spirit that defined the Pacquiao name. "Let's go show them what you can do," Manny said simply, pulling his son into an embrace. As Jimwell walked toward the ring, the crowd erupted. Thousands of voices chanting "Pacquiao, Pacquiao," a sound his father had heard 1,000 times before. But for Jimwell, this was new. This was his moment. And there, in the front row, sat Manny Pacquiao. Not the senator, not the champion, just a father, watching his son chase the same dream that had defined his own life. The referee gave final instructions. The bell rang, and Jimwell Pacquiao began writing his own chapter in boxing history. His opponent came out aggressive, trying to test the young fighter's resolve early. But Jimwell didn't back down. He circled, measured distance, and then, there it was, a sharp left hand that snapped his opponent's head back. The crowd roared. Manny leaned forward in his seat, every muscle in his body tense. Round after round, Jimwell showcased the skills he'd been developing for years. The footwork was crisp, the combinations were sharp. He wasn't just surviving, he was competing, controlling the pace, implementing strategy. "He's doing it," commentators marveled. "He's actually holding his own with composure beyond his years." But boxing is unpredictable. This was the moment, the first real adversity. How would he respond? Jimule shook it off, reset, and came back with a three-punch combination that backed his opponent into the ropes. He'd passed the test, he'd been hurt, and responded like a true fighter. As the fight entered the championship rounds, something special was happening. Jimule wasn't just winning, he was putting on a performance. His confidence grew with each round, his combinations becoming more fluid, his defense tightening. Manny watched with a mixture of pride and relief. His son wasn't just surviving the pressure, he was thriving under it. The final bell rang. Both fighters raised their hands, but one thing was clear. Manny Pacquiao had announced his arrival. The judges' scorecards confirmed what everyone had witnessed, a decisive victory in his professional debut. As the referee raised Jimuel's hand in victory, the young fighter looked immediately to his father. Manny was already climbing into the ring, tears streaming down his face. The embrace between father and son was pure, unfiltered emotion. Years of dreams, sacrifice, and dedication culminating in this perfect moment. "I'm so proud of you," Manny whispered. "You fought your fight. You showed everyone who you are." Pacquiao Jr.'s first professional fight was more than a victory. It was a statement, a declaration that he wasn't just riding his father's coattails, but forging his own path with skill, heart, and determination. The road ahead would be long and challenging. Every opponent would want to be the one who derailed the Pacquiao legacy. Every fight would carry extra scrutiny, extra pressure, extra expectations. But on this night, none of that mattered. On this night, a son had made his father proud. On this night, the Pacquiao name had been honored not through inherited glory, but through earned victory. The legacy continues. The journey has just begun. But what comes next for Manny Pacquiao? Who will he face as he climbs the ranks? And here's something most people don't know. Jimule isn't the only Pacquiao son making waves in Philippine boxing. There's another member of the Pacquiao family stepping into the ring, carving out his own path, writing his own story in the shadow of the legend. His journey might be even more surprising than Jimuel's. If you want to see how the other Manny Pacquiao son is making his name in the Philippine boxing industry, stay tuned.